Hey guys, so I'm starting a new mini series. I'm calling it Ate Says. So basically, it's going to be short advice, and I'm going to have it on YouTube. I'm going to have it on Facebook. I'm going to have it on LinkedIn. And this video, I'm going to talk about finding a mentor. Now, one of the first mentors that I've had in my life was my mom. She's this super excitable, smart, charming person. She's someone who I've looked up to my whole life. She was a person who taught me how to walk, how to speak English properly, how to write, how to read. And she taught me a lot of amazing things that got me to where I am. Of course, because she's someone who was kind of a template. I guess someone who, if I didn't know how to do something, I would ask my mom, or if I didn't know how to do something, I would see how my mom manages it. So my mom was my very first mentor. She taught me the importance of getting back up. That's the main thing. The main amazing thing that my mom taught me is it's okay to fail as long as you get back up. There's this amazing story of after Typhoon Yolanda, like after the day. So it's like, ground zero. It's like dead bodies everywhere, some seawater still in some of people's houses. And it was basically no one could come in or out of Tacloban, but she found a way to come home because she wasn't actually home during Typhoon Yolanda. She was scared out of her mind that her four kids and her mom and her sister we were all alone in our house, and we just faced this, big typhoon. But she was there the next night. She was there about 30 hours after the storm. She got on the first flight from Cebu to Tacloban because she just would not give up. She was very persistent in finding a way to get to us, to find us. And it's so vivid in my head of like how we were all trying to sleep. We didn't have windows. We didn't, everything was wet. We were just sleeping. My sister and I were just sleeping on this wooden chair, the big wooden chair that we had to flip over because it was flipped over by the storm surge. The seawater came into our house. And I remember lying, and it was about, I'm not sure, about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and I would hear my mom's voice screaming my name, trying to get our attention. We all freak out, of course, because we didn't expect her to be there. Because again, this was day 2 of Typhoon Yolanda. It just hit us. And like I said, everything was still wet at that point. We still haven't done really anything. Everything was muddy, it was stinky, it was everything. But my mom was there. She walked about 2 to 4 hours from the airport. This is after she did everything that she could to get on the first flight going to Tacloban from Cebu City. She worked like 4 hours through the mud, through the dead people, through everything, just to get to us. And she taught me that lesson of always pushing forward, even when you should give up, even when, everything should be just, you should just sit and like let life happen to you. A lot of people have, done that. So my mom has been an amazing inspiration in my life. She's one of the first mentor, and the number one thing she taught me was to never give up, to always keep standing up. She never really got disappointed when I had low grades, and I've had times when I had low grades or I didn't get something I wanted. She just kept pushing to, get going, get the next thing, move forward, and find something that fits you. So a lot of the things that I've done in my life, you know moving here on my own at 18, starting, managing a whole business at 20, and then doing everything that now 24, everything that I've done, being an international speaker, helping other people also find online jobs, and everything else that I'm doing, it's because she taught me that value of never giving up, of getting up after, falling down, after literally seeing your hometown being flattened and still finding a way to get home to your kids. So my mentor, my very first mentor of my life, is my mom. She's going to be my mentor probably in the next 50 years, 50, 60, 70 years of my life. And I remember when I was younger, I would always think, what would Romana do? What would my mom do in this situation? Because she's been my guide. So who is an inspiration in your life? Who is a mentor in your life? Who is someone who changed you? It could be, for me, it all started with my mom. She's my first mentor. I've had a lot since then, but she's still my main one. Who's someone who inspires you or pushed you in your life, who changed your life in some way? It could be in a good way, it could be a bad way. So you're taught what not to do, which is something very important. So comment below, someone who inspires you. You can tag them if they're in your network. That would be awesome because I love to see showing appreciation, because a lot of people who you see as a mentor don't even think that you see him that way. So make sure to tag that person here or send them this video to kind of show them that you are grateful that, you have them in your life. So yeah, comment below, let me know who your mentor is. I would love to see them. And again, I'm Lian Lacaba, your virtual ate. And this video, Ate says, find a mentor. And I'm here to remind you that small steps matters. See you next video.